It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like
forward.
a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Silizwe Mtwa. I'm a fourth-year student at UCT and I stay in Mowbray.
I am Kuhlamente. I'm a Tandokulu grade 11 learner and I stay in Crossroads.
Hello, my name is Thandi Lembasha. I am 24 years old. I'm a dance teacher and I stay in Fuleni.
Hi, my name is Batanda Malasha. I'm from Langa Township. I'm doing grade 12 at Tandokulu High School.
Hi, I'm Tando Mhlasho. I am 18 years old and I stay at Thrift Stands.
Hi, my name is Asemahle Tembeni. I'm doing grade 11 at Tandokulu School. I am staying at Crossroads.
Remember first being bullied about being dark-skinned and being bullied about my body shape as like hitting puberty. And yeah, those I think were the first two things that, like my appearance, that I used to be bullied about. Being laughed at, people saying my legs look like I'm a shwam, and like, yeah, just thank you. But for a very long time, it was just this thing of must like stop talking. Oh, yeah, having like a low self-confidence, because people make you think or create this thing in your mind that like the way you look isn't the right way. You shouldn't look this way, and therefore like it's something you should be ashamed of. And yeah, so that's what I first remember about being bullied.
I must have been in grade 7. A story came out in school. I was seeing this boy, and it came out that we were seeing each other because we'd walk back home together and all of that. So it came out, and then it became a big hoo-ha thing. Even he turned against me, and then I was the worst person in the school for the longest time. You know, I'm being called all sorts of names, Stabane, Sisputi, you know, and yeah, that's my most memorable memory I have of being bullied.
I was not bullied. I don't keep things when people say to me, because the person who spent most of my time playing with girls, and some calling me Istaban and all those stuff, and also for some other day when a teacher is not coming at school, when it's the teacher's period, I go and tell him or her if it's his period, and then other guys say, yo, mfaz, all those things.
Actually, the first time I experienced bullying was when I was in primary school, and I grew up very thin, so that I was mocked about that, and they used to say that maybe I'm a Khoisan and all of those stuff, yeah. So, and the same thing is actually happening in class, because there's this girl who's very thin, and they make fun about her a lot, and the way she walks, and about her weight and stuff, so yeah.
I was bullied when I was in primary school because I was too soft and sweet, so they were like, Nyabile, you can't say anything, you can't defend yourself. So I was like, really, am I? So I ended up being part of those who were bullying. Like I would also push them and do anything that is bad to them to defend myself, of which that was wrong. And then here in high school, I had a friend. They used to call her that she's ugly and write her on the board, like drawing her. She could feel that pain, crying, and I was like, it's okay, it's fine, but she is strong. She didn't. Sometimes she tells me that I think today I shouldn't come to school, I don't feel right. Maybe trying to commit suicide, but I tell her that that's not right. There's future. You can be all right.
I think that people who are more susceptible to getting bullied are people who aren't necessarily the norm of what people see as like right or good or beautiful or whatever. So if you're not straight, you're probably more likely to get bullied. If you're not, in the case of most black communities, if you're not light-skinned, you probably will get bullied more. If, or just generally with people, if you're not like a certain weight, so if you're not about, I don't know, maybe a regular weight, people, if it's either if you're too skinny, you can get bullied, or if you're too big, you can get bullied. So yeah, I think it's, if people feel like there's something about you that is like deviates from what they think is right or normal, whatever that is, then usually you'll get bullied.
Actually, like, take it seriously, as she said. If you go report like you're being bullied, they'll think you're just exaggerating. Maybe it was just like they think it's normal for kids to mock each other. So they'll think, no, they were just playing. It's nothing serious. So it will just like slip over. So they don't really like take it seriously.
Teachers don't take it serious because we even had many people, teenagers, kill themselves that they have told their teachers that they are being bullied, but the teachers don't take it serious.
What I know is that there's a lot of pressure on male bodies, especially at a young age, to be a man, you know, to do the things that a man do. And I think that's where a lot of bullying comes in when it comes to boys. I mean, what he was saying earlier about you being a good guy, and it still translates now, like you are the guy that wants to make sure everyone is okay and everything. And that's when, I think that's where you saying that you were bullied and being called to see booty and all these things, because of that expectation of boys must be boys, you know. You can't be too courteous as a boy. You can't be too, you know, too sensitive as a boy. That's where I think a lot of male-to-male bullying comes from the expectation of being a man. I grew up being told that I can't cry, boys don't cry. And this is something you hear from your mother, you know, not even your father. So, yeah, I think that's where a lot of male-to-male bullying, I don't know your experience with.
I think maybe the words that we can probably use is that not necessarily that boys bully boys more, girls bully boys more, but it's very different. It's very much with girls like words and constant words all the time, and like always loud, like I want to gang up on you. It's very much about cliques, very much about like whose group is with who, and isolation. The aim is always to isolate you. You're on your own, and we're going to make sure that you understand that this is why you're on your own, because we don't like you because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it's very much like a words thing. Girls like to attack each other with words and to exclude each other a lot. So yeah, that's where it comes from more, I think. Yeah.
I usually notice that when girls are fighting, they just shout, talking about personal things that shouldn't be said. They can't keep that, okay, like I have a secret and then I have shared it with you. But when we are fighting, they have to bring that back. But when it's boys, they know that it was a secret. Then I have to be like, no man, don't do this to me, then hitting up with each other.
Another way that I felt really bullied, in grade 4, I had to repeat the year because I wasn't so good with literacy. I couldn't read to save my life. So I then started going, to psychologists. My parents thought there was something wrong. Yes, there was domestic violence at home and everything, so that might have, played a role in how slow my learning was. But I tell you, even till this day, if I have to read out loud, the anxiety levels that hit me, my heart, till this day. And now, I go to a school, I teach kids dance, sometimes I have to read things out to them. And I have to literally just tell myself, listen, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. I haven't really gone over it at all. I still get a huge anxiety attack when I have to read out loud.
You develop these insecurities because if you're constantly being laughed at about, like those things, it's not easy sometimes for them to go away and they stay with you and you keep thinking about, obviously, like there's something wrong with me, you know? And so you develop those insecurities and they stay with you. So I can identify with that. Not.
Bullying to me had a very huge impact because when I entered puberty stage, I noticed that some things are wrong with me or I'm not perfect. So I started wearing long things. I didn't want to show off my legs because people would act in a way that, oh my word, look at her legs. Or if I'm like, as if I'm an alien or something, I'm not human. So I would wear long things, even if it's hot, I would wear long things and I wouldn't interact with people. Or maybe, for instance, if we go to the beach, the dress code at the beach, we wear bikinis or short things. I wouldn't want to go there because I know I have to show off some skin and I can't. So I was that person and I became a bully after that because I had this anger inside of me. So the only way I found to deal with it is to hurt another person next to me. And people wouldn't understand that what's going on with this chick, like why is she like this? People wouldn't really understand me, even my mother. I changed, I became a whole new person. But as she said, I got over it. I wear short skirts now. I show off my legs. They're nice, they yellow brownish. But yeah, I got over it. I just realized that I've been wasting time being concerned about what people say about me. Because after all, my happiness is in my hands.
Your family actually builds your self-esteem, So if you leave home without that, then you come to school, then it's going to be a problem for you because you don't have that reassurance of who you are, you don't have that build up. So I think it actually started home.
My dream is to see black people flourishing.
My dream would be to make the world a better place where everyone can actually express themselves, be who and what they want to be without being told otherwise or meeting up to other people's expectations and just like living life to the fullest, yeah.
My dream is to take Somizi Mhlongo out of his job one day and more.
My dream is to become a TV host at SABC 1.
My dream is to become a DJ.
My dream is to become a doctor where I could assist many people in health.
Yazi, you should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong.
I used to be bullied about being laughed at, people saying my legs look like I'm a shwam, and just
Beautiful legs.
thank you. But for a very long time, it was just this thing of stop talking. Oh, yeah.
It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation,
The problem with the Somalians, just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like
forward.
a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Silizwe Mtwa. I'm a fourth year. Remember first being bullied about being dark-skinned and being bullied about my body shape as like hitting puberty. And yeah, those I think were the first two things that, like my appearance, that
Batanda Malasha. I'm from Langa Township. I'm doing grade 12 at Tandakulu High School.
Hi, I'm Tando Mhlasho. I am 18 years old and I stay at Thrift Stands.
Hi, my name is Asemahle Temeni. I'm doing grade 11 at Tanukul School. I am staying at Crossroads.
I'm a student at UCT and I stay in Mowbray.
I am Kuhlamente. I'm a Tandakulu grade 11 learner, and I stay in Crossroads.
Hello, my name is Thandi Lembasha. I am 24 years old. I'm a dance teacher and I stay in Fuleni.
Hi, my name is